I was talking to my friend on the phone when I saw my other friend, and I went to say hi to my friend, and then I heard this terrible crash, and I looked over to see what was going on, and I hurt my neck. If I want to look to the sides right now, that's what I got. Hold on, maybe I can do this. Oh yeah. Oh, there's my friend. Hello. Yeah.
So we want to stretch out Cam's spine a little bit. In order to get his spine to relax first, we are going to be doing a foam roller relaxation technique. So he's going to grab his foam roller and he's going to lie it flat on the ground. You can see that he's struggling as his neck hurts. He's going to put that foam roller down on the ground and he's going to lie on top of it. So he's going to sit at the end of the foam roller and slowly lie back, watching that he doesn't fall over. It helps if you put your arms down by your sides and open up. Let's do palms open, Cam. And I want you to take some nice deep breaths here, relaxing and imagining yourself sinking into the foam roller and down onto the ground. It's important here that you have your head supported. We want to make sure that Cam is lined up on the foam roller from top to bottom. If your foam roller's too short, this can become quite uncomfortable. So we're going to get him to get off the foam roller because I think he's enjoying it a little bit too much. So we're going to get him to sit back into this child pose. Sit back towards your heels for me, Cam, and slowly reach out in front of you. Now to add the clock feature, in order to get a little bit more stretch on the lateral sides, we're going to get Cam to walk his hands over to the left towards his foam roller, because I have to be very specific now because I realize that Cam's going to be a difficult client. And we're going to let him sink into that. If you have a hard time at your hip flexors in this position, feel free to take a little bit of a wider stance with your knees. That probably feels more comfortable for Cam. You're going to sink in and breathe here. Make sure that if you don't feel under strain, you should be able to relax. Walk your hands over to the right for me, Cam, towards the bench here. Make sure your head follows you. And slowly sink in and breathe into that position. For a third drill, we're going to give Cam a little bit more spinal flexion. And from here, I'm going to get you to grab onto the bench to go into a deep squat position. So you're going to need to get up and mosey on over to that bench. Grabbing onto the lower part of that bench, you're going to slowly lower yourself down into a squat. You're going to make sure that your heels stay down for me, Cam. Try not to bounce. Take some nice deep breaths and allow yourself to get that nice round feeling. If it hurts, don't push it. It should feel gentle. It should feel like you're getting a nice stretch to your spinal segments. Nice deep breaths, as long as it's not hurting those hip flexors. And when you're ready, Cam, you can slowly stand out of this position and come on out. So Cam, I'm going to get you down onto all fours. Cam, I'm going to get you down onto all fours. I think his neck hurts still just a little bit. That's probably not good for your neck. So from here, we're going to do a segmented cat-cow. So Cam, I'm going to get you to move nice and slow for me, and you're going to start with your pelvis. You're going to tilt those hip bones up, drawing your belly button towards the ceiling, or towards the sky in this case, and slowly go through each segment. What we really want to make sure is that Cam tries to move each segment one at a time, and ending off with that next segment that bothers him. Good, so now he's going to come back through. He's going to drop his hip bones down towards the floor, rotating down, and let everything else follow until his head comes up. If he's having pain at this last end range, just go to where it feels comfortable. Remember, each one should feel a little bit deeper. Next up, we're going to get Cam to go through a downward dog with rotation. So Cam's going to stop doing his cat-cow, and he's going to get up and put his hands down on the picnic table. From here, he's going to sit back into his hips, letting those knees bend naturally, and try to bring his body through his arms to flatten out his back. Now that Cam's in this position, we're going to get him to rotate. Remember, you want to keep a long neck and not a cranked neck through this. So Cam, take your right arm and reach through to the opposite side, getting a nice rotation through the lat. Try the other side, Cam, and see how that feels. He's going to rotate side to side, getting nice stretch through those lats. He's probably also getting stretch through his lower back and his hamstrings at the same time. Lastly, we're going to get Cam to do a scorpion. A scorpion is a low back mobility drill, but it will help with his neck as well. So he's going to come face down on the ground, in frame. Every time. From here, he's going to open his arms up, making a T, and relax them on the ground. From here, Cam's going to take one leg and he's going to reach for his opposite hand up and across to the opposite side. This is going to get really good rotation through the spine and also a nice chest stretch. He's going to bring that back and do the other side. If this feels awkward on your neck, make sure you face the direction in which your hand is free. So Cam, turn to the right with your neck. That should feel better for him. Rotate the other way. And this should help to free up that whole spine. If this doesn't feel good on your low back, just do a little bit less range of motion so that you are pain-free. Thanks, Cam, you did it. So now that Cam has done his stretches, his mobility work, we're gonna walk you through his strength drills. So the first drill we're gonna take you through is a Superman W to hamstring curl. This drill is a shortening drill for his spine. So Cam, I'm gonna get you to reach your arms up overhead and face the ground and extend your legs fully so that we're in a nice comfort position. There's a nice indent on the side of your face from the mat. Yes, good. So reach your arms out and come down into a Superman. Good. From this position, we're gonna get Cam to pull into a W, flex his glutes, and pull his heels towards his bum. So Cam, when you're ready, lift up off the ground with everything and squeeze into a W with your shoulders and pull the heels towards your glutes. Good. You're gonna reach back out and down and repeat that. So as you can see, we're actually shortening everything along Cam's back line to try to strengthen it. This can actually be quite burny, so only do as many reps as you can handle. The next drill we're going to walk you through is a supine Palloff. So now I'm going to set up a band for Cam. You can do this anywhere. And I'm going to get Cam to be perpendicular to this band. So I'm going to get you on your back, Cam, and be at an angle. Perfect. Most difficult client in the world. All right, so I'm going to hand you the handle here. Open your eyes, use what you got, and clasp those hands together. Perfect. I'm also going to get you to bend your knees so you're in a nice comfort position. So bend your knees for me and plant your feet. Bring them a little closer. We're going to get you to have a nice core contraction here. So we want to think about keeping our spine elongated, but also pulling the ribs and the pelvis closer to each other. From here, we're going to get him to go through a Palloff. So he's going to pull the band into his chest and he's going to push it away. This is to try to teach him to keep his shoulders down through a core contraction. This is going to help keep that neck nice and long while giving a little bit of stability. Make sure you do this exercise on both sides. But for the sake of timing, because Cam's difficult, we're just going to do this side. He changed his mind. He's participating. Good, and you can see that he's not shrugging here. Not like that. Our next drill is going to be a seated exercise. So Cam's going to have a seat up and turn sideways for me, Cam. And he's going to go into a little bit of a split stance. So open up your legs so you feel comfortable. Good. And we're going to try to get him to sit as upright as possible. If you struggle with this, you could move up against a structure like a wall, a bench, anything at your gym. From here, we're going to go into a Y raise. So we're going to get Cam to keep a nice tall spine, core contraction, pull those ribs down, and he's going to reach up overhead. Trying to avoid his shoulders from lifting. We don't want that. So down and up, Cam, take your time. This is to help good thoracic extension without shrugging.
These are the recommended sets and reps for the segment that you just watched. If you have questions, we're here. Remember to like, share, comment, and ring the bell. And if you have any other questions, find us on social media or Patreon for more help.